Shannon with For Humanities, and we're live on this Thursday. Definitely appreciate everybody who are able to come in. If you were able to hang out with me yesterday on yesterday's broadcast, we were talking about Women in Alignment Wednesdays, and we talked about a few things that covered how to identify your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. And a new one that I added on there was accountability. So definitely go check it out. You can go and follow us on our business page, or you can follow me on my personal page. I don't think I'm quite at 5,000 yet, but you can also connect with me on different various pages on our Instagram under For Humanities, on our Twitch page under For Humanities as well, and YouTube under For Humanities One, and of course our business page on Facebook under For Humanities. And you can check us out over there as well. Periscope, also, you can find us there. So today we're talking about sponsor the Big Cup Thursday. So some of you guys know all about the Big Cup. The Big Cup Thursday is definitely a great opportunity for those of you guys to give, to be a part of a great movement that is helping those who have been diagnosed with cancer, how to help them get their lives back, how to help them rejuvenate, how to help them get back and bounce back from definitely dealing with a life-threatening disease that is definitely challenging, and it is even challenging even afterwards. And I know sometimes people may not necessarily think of after treatment, you're fine, everything's good. And usually the question is always, are you're done? Are you cancer free? Is the cancer gone? And then when you say, well, yes, God has healed me, but at the same time, what you don't understand or know is that there's still an after effect. There's a lifelong recovery period. There's a lot of mental recovery that a lot of folks have to go through. There's physical recovery. There's sometimes still treatment and still things that you would have to do, such as take hormone therapy, you taking pills, or you taking some type of something for the rest of your life to keep the cancer at bay. So for those of you guys, this is going to be fun because what we're doing here is giving you that opportunity to be a part of this life-changing event that is part of what we call Survive and Thrive Cancer Recovery Conference. And we do this every year. We do this and we fundraise through Sponsor the Big Cup. And the Big Cup is actually a big cup. And I'm going to kind of show you a little bit a picture of it so you can see it. It's this big old cup, and I have this great story behind how we even came up with this cup and why we even got to the point that we're asking you to sponsor it. And that's the great thing. Hello, Elder Carmen. How are you doing? Thank you for coming. Elder Carmen was also one of our sponsors of the Big Cup, and she was actually one of our speakers at the third annual Survive and Thrive in Houston, and that's where we went. And we're going to be going to Baltimore and New York in 2020. So it's coming soon. So we need to be ready right now. Save your dollars because you want to be able to have everything ready. Even if you could put $2 to $5 or whatever you can away, away a day. Even if you could do that, away a day, you could put that aside, find somehow kind of way maybe you can sell something for $2. Maybe you could get someone to give you $2. So yes, Survive and Thrive 2020, it's going to be great. We're looking for locations still right now. We're going to be getting that planning committee coming on real soon. So for those of you guys know, we usually are going to meet on Sundays, and it's usually around 12:30 my time, which give people time to go to church and be able to get back home who are on the East Coast. So that is what we're going to be doing. Yes, I'm so excited. What's that song? I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. Well, I could if I want to. But this is the thing. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be great. It is sponsored. Hey, Coach Dave. Coach Dave. Hold on, Coach Dave. Let me go to the phone here. Our handy dandy. And let's see, where Coach Dave at? Coach Dave is on Periscope. So let's go and see you guys over there on Periscope because I'm using the Restream. Hold on, Coach Dave. Let me see if I got my Restream up so I could see you guys talking. Ooh, I do not. Coach Dave, I'm gonna have to get better at my Restream here, okay? Because I don't be having it up, so I can't see the messages. And then Coach Dave, I know you be using OBS. Hi, Coach Dave, but I need to be able to see my messages on the screen. So yes, hello, Elder Carmen over there on Periscope too. So thank both of you guys for hanging out right there. You said yes and yes. Exactly. Hello. And that's me saying hello to myself or to all of them over here on Periscope. So we're gonna just jump real quick into sponsor the big cup so that you guys can see it. I know. I just need to get my. I need to get my life, Coach Dave. Coach Dave is the man with the master plan, you guys. If you guys need Coach Dave's services, do not underestimate the ability that this man has. He can look. If you really, for those of you guys who are out there who's trying to get these podcasts and all these little shows and TVs like me, Coach Dave is the man. He will get you done. He will make you look like so spectacular. It's amazing what this man could do. You guys need to check with Coach Dave. Coach Dave, okay, Coach Dave, we need to have a talk because we need to figure out what that class is doing, Coach Dave. Okay, so moving on from Coach Dave. We got Elder Carmen here saying hi to Coach Dave as well. Now, really quickly, for those of you guys who are here, if you want to know this handy dandy platform that I'm using, it's called StreamYard. StreamYard is a wonderful platform. They're out of beta. They got some wonderful things that you can do to make your broadcast even more better. You can make it look really good. You could utilize all this fanciness you see I have going on here, where I have a banner. I could pop up different things up here, change the colors if I like, put up a shared screen that you see right here. And then Coach Dave showed me exactly which way to point when I'm pointing, so I could be your newscaster for the day, and making sure I'm pointing in the right place. And then you can, of course, put on your thing. You got Hot Cat in the building. There's Hot Cat. How you feeling today, Hot Cat? Hopefully you're feeling good today, because she's been not feeling so good. So again, we want to make sure she's okay and she's not falling off somewhere. So again, for those of you guys who are here, you can get yourself signed up and get a $10 credit off your prescribed account, so that it is a paid account. But you can get a free account too, just to get you started. You can use this link, bit.ly/join the yard is what you can do. And then when you do go to the paid version, you will get a $10 credit towards that hi Natasha, towards your account, which is really great. Hey, how you guys doing? So let's jump on into the sponsor the big cup. So let's just go ahead, and I don't know if I have the banner up for that one, but we can check and see, because sometimes I delete some of them. But if I do and it's not on here, just know that you can always go to bit.ly/sponsor the big cup, and you can be a sponsor. Right now it is definitely, it's $35. You can be a sponsor and you can sponsor the big cup. Nope, I don't have it on here, but that's okay. You guys can find it. You know where to find me. Yes, hopefully she feels better. So we got sponsor the big cup, and we're going to go ahead and jump right on in to that broadcast so that you guys can see it. So I'm going to downsize myself right here, because you guys don't necessarily need to see me. Hello, you guys over there. Thank you guys for coming. So as you guys know, some time back, when we first started Sponsor the Big Cup, it was dealing when we first started Survive and Thrive Cancer Recovery Conference. And it was an opportunity to raise funds to be able to host this conference. But it started with a cup. It was all with the cup. So when we think about sponsors, though, most of us think about someone or a company that's going to be supporting them, or an organization financially. Those are special individuals who do that. But you guys are even more special, because you're giving to a great cause that is restoring humanity. Now, before we talk about sponsorships, though, we usually are going to talk about relationships. And of course, Roberto Caldellaria is big on sponsorships. And I call him the king of sponsorships himself, better known as Roberto Caldellaria. And he says that sponsorships is about relationships. Relationships raise and make money. And that is how it's done. When you connect with someone, those are the folks who have that relationship with you, who know what your cause and your platforms are, and they want to be a part of that relationship and build down on that connection. Now, if you know me, like some of you guys know, I'm all about relationships on and off the broadcast here. And you know that I'm about that relationship time and being with you and connecting with you. If you go missing on social media, I will come looking for you. I will put out an APB and tag you. So I am totally, totally about relationships because I know that those are the key to much success. But the first thing that we have to understand is that building a relationship and adding value to that relationship is definitely a win-win for and in my circle. Now, when you think about it, most relationships are formed with that initial meeting over a cup of coffee, right? You have a cup. You're having a cup of coffee. Let's meet over a cup of coffee. Maybe we could do that. Well, as for me, starting with my relationships, we started it with the big cup. Now you can have whatever kind of cup in your cup that you want, but usually I'm drinking water in my cup. And that's what it is, because again, my cup runneth over. Now you can have the opportunities to connect with folks, but not only that, being as genuine in this relationship as you can is definitely the key, that have where flows and overflows of lives that are changed in that process. Now, when you want to know a little bit more special about this big cup, of course, we gonna tell you, as Hot Cat says, I always have stories, and I do, because life is about a story and an event. And I remember it as such because it is very cherished to me, and stories have always been the key to success and relationships and legacy building. Now, when you think about a special cup, mine is very special. So let me tell you a little bit more about it. So back in 2017, when I was reclaiming my life after successfully triumphing over my breast cancer and all the treatment that I had went through, I was diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer back in 2015. I had a lumpectomy. I had endured 16 weeks of chemotherapy, 29 rounds of radiotherapy, but I preserved and persevered through that. And through that, it made that I was stronger and I moved on, of course, and I got through it. But now the support that I got and the assistance from others and other survivors that had come before me and those who are going to come after me. I knew that broadcasting, that I had a mission, and that mission was to connect with sponsors that would support the Survive and Thrive Cancer Recovery event. Now, this was the first year that we did it back in 2017. And since then, Survive and Thrive has continued to grow, and we are continuing to celebrate life after cancer. But in order to pull from my strengths and journey to help others, that's what I did. I was able to share my experience and connect with you guys and tell you guys all about what was going on with me throughout the days of going through radiation and going through chemotherapy. Now, as a survivor, I want to share my journey with you and and staying cool at the same time. But so I purchased this big old cup because Dr. Landry said, okay, you need to drink lots of water, because I was hot. I would be sweating and that chemotherapy in my body and that radiation radiating. And I would get hot and I would be sweating doing the broadcast. But I said, well, I'm still showing up. I will still be here. So I found and went out and found this cup because I said I needed a cup that was going to be able to fill up and I wouldn't have to get up and keep getting water. So I found this big cup. This big cup is the very reason on why I would love for you to support Survive and Thrive. The cup was getting great responses. I was on broadcast and people would say, wow, that's a big old cup. And I said, yeah, it is a big old cup, but I'm looking for sponsors. No one was, connecting in. So then God spoke to me and said, ask them, do they want to sponsor the big cup? And I said, yes, that sounds crazy, but I said I wasn't going to not do it. I did it anyway because I'm like, hey, I'm vulnerable. I don't care if y'all don't like it, don't like it. I was going to say it. So I said it. And at that point in time, the sponsorship started coming in. They started coming in and coming in. And that is the crazy part. And I'm going to scroll back up to the top right here for you guys. Right now, you can sponsor the Big Cup for $35. And I said, well, you know what, God, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to ask people if they would love to sponsor this Big Cup. And at that point in time, when I said what the benefits that you get from it, which is we were able to go live, we were able to promote your brand, and I would talk about who you were as a sponsor and let people know and share you with my circle of friends. And at that point, I was getting $100 sponsors, $500 sponsors, $50 sponsors, you know, $80 sponsors. People just started sponsoring because, again, it was a win-win. You were getting an opportunity to promote your brand. And at the same time, I was getting an opportunity to raise these funds for Survive and Thrive. So with that, Survive and Thrive is here. And Sponsor the Big Cup will continue to go on, and it is building. We are building and we're adding more and more things to it. And as it grows, it's just going to get even better. So we're going to be able to touch lives all over the world. We're going and we're touching lives. We have families. We look, there's even pets. You love your pets, but pets get cancer too. My pet, my kitty, she got cancer. And she's not with us anymore. We had Kitty for 15 years, longer than my grandbaby's been around. She watched every grandkid come into this house. But at the same time, cancer is one of those things that are totally devastating, and it's touching so many lives. And we know that all we definitely need to find is that sense of hope, that line of hope and opportunity that will help with recovery, but at the same time, help rejuvenate the mindset, health, wealth, and recovery. So those are the things that we're looking forward to doing with Survive and Thrive. So for those of you guys who are here, go to bit.ly/sponsor the Big Cup. So that's bit.ly/sponsor the Big Cup. So if you would love to be a part of Survive and Thrive, you can also go to our APB on y'all. You can go to our website, and that is www.surviveandthrivecr.org. That is www.surviveandthrivecr.org. That's where you can go and you can set up. You can set up for a, to be a sponsor, to be a speaker, or a vendor, or volunteer, and you can fill out some of the forms that we have there available for you to go ahead and get started. So for those of you guys who are still here, I thank all of you guys for coming. I am Shannon with For Humanities and Survive and Thrive, and we definitely thank you for being here. And you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, because I'm getting phone calls right now. Bye-bye, you guys.